Well, you can tell it's been a long time since I've done this. Let me just switch to the overhead view. Hello, I'm here. I did try and get my camera set up so that you could see my face, but for some reason it wouldn't do both at the same time. So I was having a bit of a stress about that. So I thought, we were already late getting started, so I thought let's just go live. And yes, you've got a nice a nice blank space to look at the moment, but hopefully we can fill that with some crafty goodness. So yeah, I'm just checking that we are live on the old YouTube and Facebook, which it looks like we are, and you can hear me sound. So that's good. So we're all set up and good to go. I am still trying to work on getting things going on Instagram as well, which I think I just about have done actually. So we've not done that before, so that's quite exciting. I might watch that on Instagram and see if that is working for us as well. Let's have a look. Hello everyone. I know you've only got a blank screen and you can't really see the whole setup of things. Let me put some cute pictures here so that you've got something to look at and not just my craft mat. Hello there guys. Oh, we've got people joining on Instagram, which is really, really awesome. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to see all of your comments, because I haven't ever been able to get this to work before on Instagram. So if you are watching on Instagram, I would love it if you would just say hello and let me know that you're watching, because like I say, this is new, and I have been away from crafting for live. I have been crafting, but I haven't been live crafting for such a long time, that yeah, I'm a little bit out of the habit. So yeah, please do watch along. So I'm just going to grab my Instagram page up. Oh, I think I might have to watch it through my personal page because for some reason that's not set up, so that's annoying. But it is showing that we're live, so that's cool. So yeah, so do say hello. Emma says hello, you're watching on YouTube. So I have my streaming software does allow me hopefully to see everyone's comments. So like I say, I won't know if you're watching unless you drop me a little comment. So today's stream, today's live is going to be a little bit of helping me get ready for my next HobbyMaker show. So hello there. So I can see that there's a hello from Daisy. I think it's Daisy or Daisy Create Place. Hello to you. Unfortunately, I can't see your comments on my streaming software, so that's weird. So I will have to look at that in the future because I can only see you via Instagram, so that's interesting. Normally I can see all the comments from Facebook and YouTube all in one place. So but I'm excited that we're actually live. So let me get some goodies out and let's have a little look at what we're going to be doing today, because like I say, I'm totally out of the habit here. I'm going to share this cute little card as well while I get some other bits out. So I will also chat as we go along about why I have been so absent from social media for quite a while. So the design team are awesome and they keep our social media feed full of great inspiration for you, but I haven't done any lives for a long time. There hasn't been a release for a long time, and it's all been, you know, there's been a lot going on, so I'll update you as we go. But what I want to share with you today is what we're going to be doing on HobbyMaker on Sunday afternoon. So Sunday at 3 o'clock I will be on HobbyMaker TV, which is Sky Channel 673, but you can also watch it if you're not in the UK. You can watch it via their YouTube channel, or through their website. So if you search for HobbyMaker TV, you'll find them, and then you'll be able to watch us there as well. So let's show you what's going to be on the channel this weekend. So I'm going to be there with 3 sets of gorgeous stamps. We've got the home is this is home for the holidays. We've got Christmas memories, and we've got the winter icon set. So those 3 are going to be on the TV, and I need to remind myself of what the prices of some of these are, because we've got some great prices. So the 3 sets of stamp sets are going to be, they should be full price $35.85, but we're going to have them for $14.99 this weekend. So you can only do that if you shop through HobbyMaker. So that's £5 per set, so that is pretty awesome. And then I will show you the dies that we've got as well, and we've also got some gorgeous I can't pick them all up, there's that many. Let's have a look. What we got here? Oh, don't forget my little sentiments. So we've also got sentiment cards that are going to be on the show as well. So these are the black on white background, and then the white on black background. Loads of different sentiments there for you to choose from, and they're just so easy to use because you can just snip these out and you'll make a really quick card with these. So loving those as an option. I'm actually so excited that we've actually managed to get onto Instagram. And I don't really know how I did it. So let's hope I can do it again. Sophie says, hello, I'll be here until school run time. I'm so glad that you could join us. Anybody who's joining us, I'm so pleased, because this was so lastminute.com. I can't explain how last minute it was. Excuse me. Because like I say, it is being a bit hectic and I'm totally out of practice. So, but we are getting back to normal, you know, normal service is resuming. So we've got our simple squares, our nesting dies here. We've got our open the door holiday set. We've got our, this is the home for Christmas die set, and the warm hugs, I never know which way around to put that because obviously it's back to front. The warm hugs large sentiment, and then we've also got the cozy sentiment die as well. Now there are 5 dies here, 5 die sets should I say, but I think there's actually 64 dies in total, looking at my my little sheet that tells me everything. So yeah, 64 individual dies. The full price of all of those should be £62.30. I think £62, it could be 52. Either way, you're getting the lot for £24.99, which is amazing. So yeah, £24.99 for all of these dies is just tremendous. So what I need to do today, and what you're going to help me do while we chat, is I need to prepare some boards that show how all of these work together, because there's so many little intricate dies here. Understanding how that all fits together and how they all work and what they look like is so much easier if they're already die cut and on a board, so that you can easily see what it is that you're purchasing. You just see the metal, and what does that really tell you? So we're going to create some display boards so that I can take these onto TV on Sunday, and you'll be able to see exactly what we're doing. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat as well. I'm also going to be doing the same with the stamps. So what I will probably do excuse me, I probably won't stamp out the stamps, because I think they're fairly self-explanatory, the stamps. So but I do need to make some samples. So I think what we'll do today, for the purposes of the live today, and not wanting to create too much of a spoiler for Sunday, is the bit that I don't get time to do during the shows is actually show you how the dies work themselves. I tend to pre-cut everything and then we stick it all together as part of the live demos. So so I'm going to do that, I think, today. I'm not going to do a display board with the simple squares because they're squares. I mean, a square's a square. You know how that works. But I am planning some really interesting demos using the squares. So we'll save that for the show because I don't, like I say, I don't want to spoil it. So those are the dies. So these are the sample dies unopened. I've got my own well-used opened version that I'm going to grab. Also on the show, I should just mention, I do have, as always, the brushes, our beautiful blender brushes, which are behind me at the moment, but I am going to use some of these today when I'm creating my sample. So I'm just going to grab these from behind me and try not to drop them. So I've got one little caddy here with brushes on, and then my second one here as well. So these, like I say, we usually bring our brushes to the shows with us because they're so popular, and they are going to help me create my samples as well. So like I say, I've got some really good ideas, some good designs that I want to share with you. So Wendy says she loves the designs. Julie says hello, I'll be here until school run too. Just got back in from Christmas shopping. Christmas shopping already, wow. As Harry's had an inset day and that's what he wanted to do, bless him. I am not ready for Christmas shopping yet, but we have said we are going to have to start Christmas decorations in the shop soon, so look out for that. But I will update you on all of our adventures as we go along. So I'm just going to move these out of the way because I need a little bit of space to create. Oh, live video has been paused. Is that because we've got a little bit of poor internet? Maybe. It seems like we're back up. So let me just create a bit of space for myself because I'm working in quite a small area on Instagram. This is what I'm learning how to use both. Harry's wanted to put the Christmas decorations up in September, and Anne would rather us not put any up until like the 24th of December, but I'm not having that either. So there are two extremes. September's too early and the 24th of December is far too late. So let's crack on with getting this stuff prepped because I think I'm going to need some cardstock. And I've had a reorganisation of my craft room and got rid of a lot of things that I just didn't feel were really benefiting me. I wasn't using them and so on. But what I do need, and what I did find yesterday, and now I seem to have lost. Oh no, there they are. Look, I knew I'd found some bits, some scraps of card stock, which is what we need. So let me just pop that away because I don't actually need that. So I need some scraps of card here. I've got some scraps of actual card bases, which they will come in really useful. Some you can see I've already stamped onto, but we do have some just plain card here as well. So we've got a couple of bits of card. We've got some black cardstock, which is really useful. I don't have as much as I thought I would there, so we might have to cut some more to size, I feel. But I do have in my stash up here, again, so much white cardstock bits and pieces. As you can see, this has been labelled as more white scraps because we've always got plenty of white scraps. So we're going to use these now to create our own coloured cardstock. So these are the dies that I'm going to use, and I'm going to create, like I say, a little bit of a board for all of these elements, and I think I might start with these first. And my plan is going to be, I think, cut them out and then colour them in, because I don't quite know what colour I'm going to do them all in. Yeah, I think that's going to be my plan. And also, as well, one of the things that I am going to do, again, this is great if you have got any scraps. Let me have a look in my little stash cupboard here. So I've got my Winter Wonderland card paper pad here. So we could use some of that to cut out. I'm thinking that I want to cut out did I bring my Joyful Winter pad? That's a really nice wintry one. Excuse me while I just look through all of my papers. So this is my Joyful Winter. Oh, and I have got some little pieces here, look. These will make nice little, these would be quite good for popping through my die cutting machine. That's a lovely one for some just like wrapping paper type designs. So they're cute. The fa la 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 is really nice. The little leaves, some really nice little designs there. So we might use those to cut out the little Christmas presents, or because they have got this embossed area, we could actually colour those in by hand. Julie's saying she desperately needs to get her crafting area tidy so that you can craft again. I know, this is the thing, it is so tough to really get organised, isn't it? So let's cut some of these bits out, these elements out. Because what we've got here are some lovely, lovely little elements to build up a gorgeous scene. So let's pop these onto our card base here. You could also cut these out of coloured cardstock. That is absolutely an option as well. So yeah, you don't have to do it quite like I'm doing it. You can do it with your coloured cardstock. So these elements, this obviously is our little string of lights, but you can also have your string a different colour, and then you can have all the lights and the little attachments a different colour as well, which is really cool. We've got some holly bits, we've got some little flowery bits, we've got some elements to make up two different styles of wreath, some bows for your wreaths, but also for on your presents as well. So I'm going to just do a couple of stars here. Now the stars you could also cut out of metallic paper, and you could also cut out your little lights in metallic paper as well, which I think would be really, really cool. So let's pop all of these on here. Now to keep these all in place, I am going to use some washi tape. So let's pop some washi on here. And the great thing about this, oh, they're sticking to my fingers, is that you can pop all of these then through in one pass, and then we'll colour them the way that we want them. And I'm going to use this one as a wreath rather than as, because you could also make it into a little tree, which is the other little, with the other option. So I'm just going to fit one piece inside of the other, she says. There we go. Just line that up in there. And then I'm just going to position that together with my washi tape, and that'll keep them both in place. And then we've got the little tub. This little square as well, which I am going to use actually, is the tree trunk. So pop that there. So we've got 2 different styles of trees. So we'll probably have to do a couple of tree trunks, as well as our bits of holly and so on. But we'll pop all of these. So as you probably, if you've never used dies before, this is really a good one for you to watch, because you can you pop them face down onto your cardstock. So each of the dies has a little built up edge. I don't know which one's best for me to show you because they are so small, but they have a little built up edge, a little ridge around them. That is the bit that cuts into your cardstock. Now it's not sharp. If you press your finger on it, if you put a lot of pressure on, it perhaps would pierce the skin, but you'd have to put a lot of pressure on, and that's what the die cutting machine is for. The die cutting machine will put all of that pressure on for you. So let's pop this through the machine. Now my machine is behind me. Well, I apologise, it's actually to the side of me now. It used to be behind me. And it makes a big noise. So I've not used it for a while. So I'll just pop that back there. So it's off screen, you'll not be able to see me using it, unfortunately, because it is quite large. So let's create a bit of space here for it. I do have the plates for it. The plates, it's a Gemini machine, very well used plates. Pop them onto there, and then this goes on top, and then we pop this through, and you'll be able to hear it going through the machine. Oh, there we go. Little lead to stay in. Smashing. So this is the first time I've used this in its new position. It does work quite well. It's just a bit more space required. Samantha says she's doing hers. She's cleaning up her room now. She did some stamping at the kitchen table. Sophie has to clean hers up on a daily basis. And Samantha says, does anyone have any recommendations for magnetic sheets for the dies? And Sophie has lots of the Paper Mania ones. So that's a really good shout. I tend to put, I use magnetic sheets that we got from Woodware, I think they were. We don't sell them, I don't think we've got any in stock. We used to sell them, but they were very popular. So they're the ones that I've been using. So let's pop that behind me there. So you can see that I've got all these little elements now that have just still on my die cutting mat. So I'm going to poke each of these off, pop them to one side. We've got our gorgeous little stars. We've got those gorgeous bows, a little bit of holly there. Oh, and then another star. And like I say, I am going to, I think, cut those out in some metallic cardstock. We've got our other little wreath there, so I'm going to pop these in the middle so that you can see them, because you can't see anything there, can you? So these are all the bits that we've cut out so far. These are all my little dies that are all clinking away. I'm going to save the bits of washi tape because I can use those again. So let's pop all of these back onto our magnetic sheet. And those are my little lights. They're so adorable. I really love that. great. So, and we've got a bit of cardstock we can use for the smaller dies still. And this is my little wreath. Now I didn't cut that perfectly, so I might cut that one again. And what I might do is I might just have those layered together rather than cut into each other. Don't have enough space on that sheet, so we'll use this one. And I don't need to use all of this. So the great thing about small dies like this, I think, is that you can use your smaller die cutting machine if you want as well. So I've got a little die cutting machine here, this little chap. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use just this small die cutting machine just to cut out this one die. And then I am going to have a look, see if I've got any nice metallic paper, metallic cardstock, which again we do sell on the website. We've got some lovely metallic card. We've got some glitter card as well that we sell in packs, which is really cool. So let's have a look, see if I've got any left, any little scraps, because we do, like I say, we only need some small bits. But they do get used up so quickly that sometimes I don't have much left. But because, again, these are small, we don't need a lot, do we? So, see, this is perfect. This little bit of metallic cardstock is exactly the right thing, and is really small. So I've also got some of this beautiful gold as well, which would be really nice. I think I might go with the gold, you know. So again, because we are we only need a small amount, I'm going to grab my little stars. And I might do a few of these. So where's my other? I'm also, I think I'm going to put each of these on here, and we'll have some gold twinkly lights, which will be very cool. Gold twinkly lights. And I had another star. Where's that one? That one's just there. A couple of little stars, and I might even do another little bow. Which bow shall I do? I think I'll do this larger bow in some gold as well, because that'll really pop. So I'll add a little bit more tape to this one, to each of these. And this is just such a lovely little project to do. So all of the little elements are going to build up and look so cute. Okay. Oh, there we go. I can see me getting very messy today, just having like bits of things everywhere. Like I say, it's been a bit of a time here at HQ. So shall I update you on what's been going on for those of you that have you know, able to watch? I know some of you might be watching on the replay as well, so hello to you guys too. I really appreciate that you are all watching still, given the fact that I've not been around for quite a while. But many of you will probably know that my mum hasn't been very well recently. She has undergone a pretty major operation on her bowel, which has not been fun for her, bless her. She's, well, we've all, you know, struggled with it because we were so worried about her and we're so scared. She's had heart surgery in the past, So, you know, that it's all has an impact, doesn't it? When you've had multiple different surgeries, it all everything just becomes a bit more of a concern. So, but thankfully, you know, everything went well. But it's just, it's taken such a long time. She was poorly for such a long time beforehand, and then obviously the recovery is still ongoing. My mum and dad live in Lincoln, so we're in Sheffield, so you know, we're not right next door. So that's obviously given its own challenges. Myself and Anthony are also in the middle of a huge personal project with a opening a salon and running a salon in our local area. So we've got lots of stuff that we're doing there as well, which, you know, if you want to know more about, more than happy to tell you about. Won't bore you with that now, but you know, that obviously has been quite time consuming because we've been going between Time for Tea, Lincoln, the salon, HobbyMaker. It's just been a lot. And then and I also want to say thank you to everybody as well who sent my mum cards and gifts. Not gifts, but you know, that there were special cards. They weren't just, they were gifts, weren't they? Because they were all handmade creations, and also lovely warm thoughts from everyone, because it really, really did help her get through what was such an incredibly difficult time for her. So she was so grateful, and she was just so blown away by the fact that people who, you know, had never met her but knew her through Time for Tea had sent her love and wishes. So that's really been tremendous. So you know, Aunt and I are also incredibly grateful for the support that we get from you all. So so that's been amazing, and your patience, you know, while we're going through all of this has been incredible. So like I say, it's been a long time since we've done any live, since we've had a new release, but I am working on new products, so please bear with me as far as that's concerned, because they are, you know, some new products are on the way. I want to release Christmas, because we haven't done a Christmas release, we haven't done a fall release. We've missed that boat, I think. But I'm hoping that if we were to do a small release towards you know, the beginning of November, that you guys might still be up for that. So let me know if you would still be interested in some wintry stamps at that time. We'll then be looking forward, I guess, to the new year and to probably Valentine's type cards, and then into Easter already. It's just crazy how quickly it comes around. And I'll be honest with you that my favourite stamps to create are the fall and winter ones, but I somehow always seem to miss the boat on releasing them in time. So it's interesting, but yes, it's, let me know what you think. Julie said that she's ordered her magnetic sheets from eBay and cut them down and stores dies in packs with stamps. That's exactly what I do, Julie, so, and that is a really great tip, actually. So we've now got our white pieces here, our white bases, and I'm going to add a little bit of colour to these. So when I do a backboard or a display board, I often leave everything white, but I feel like it might be a nice exercise to add a bit of colour to these, just so they don't look as plain, and you know, there's a little bit more interest. Now this is going to be super hard to see on screen, I think. And I don't know even if I can wiggle it about a little bit, but there are little score lines that show the tops of the presents and the ribbon on the presents. So again, you can see those in real life, but on screen they might be a little bit harder to see. But when we add a bit of ink to these, then you are going to see them a little bit clearer. We also have in the set this little bit of this little die here, which is a little strip, which again is, you know, is used for our trees, so that we can make our trees a little bit taller, or we can actually make this into a little tree, which I think looks so cute. So again, it's another really handy little die, but you could also use this to add a bit of ribbon to the top of your presents. And I am going to cut this one out actually. I haven't cut this one out, have I? But I do think that it is a good one to demonstrate how the trees can be put together in different ways. So let's just snip that out as well. And then we can really start to put this all together and make a bit of sense, can't we? So let's get my my die cutting machine. So Sophie says that she would love some winter Christmas stamps. Me and the rest of the team would get crafting with them straight away. Amazing, that's so good, because I know it is going to be superlastminute.com. Because we are, you know, a lot of us are no longer, you know, will not be doing a lot of Christmas cards come November, because the ship has almost sailed, hasn't it, on that. But yeah, I just don't want to let it go without doing some cute winter stamps, and I've got some lovely ones, you know, that are almost ready to go. So let's get some of this stamped out now. Sorry, inked up. I am working in a tiny little space here because I'm trying to allow for the screen on Instagram. This is such an interesting experiment. So again, if you are watching on Instagram, I haven't been able to see everybody's comments, so which is a bit annoying. But I am really chuffed that I am actually visible. So I've got a bit of my Rustic Wilderness ink here, and I've got one of our smaller brushes. So these brushes, like I say, we will be bringing them to HobbyMaker on a really good price. And I'm just going to add some ink to my die cut piece. Now you can add as much colour as you want here. You can leave it a little bit textured like I am doing, and then you can build up your colour over the top there. That looks so cute. I might add a bit more depth on this back piece, and then do it in a bit of a paler colour on the top. So a little bit of green on this, but not quite as much. And the great thing about the little brush is that obviously it's going to allow you to easily, look how cute that is. Really cute, a little bit of dimension there. So that's those done. And then I've also got this wreath piece here, so I'm going to add some colour to this too. And the silicone mat that I'm using means that my little images are just going to stay in place, so I'm not having to worry about them moving around while I'm inking them up, so that's really handy. If you don't have a silicone mat already, then look into it. Invest, because they are so useful. You can also pop your inks onto them, and then they don't move around either, which is again is really handy. So you can just use one hand to get all of your ink down. So there we've got those done, and then I think we might as well just continue the theme with our Rustic Wilderness and add a bit of ink to our other tree. Lovely. So that's all of my trees done. To clean my brush, I am just going to grab a little microfiber towel. One of my next objectives is to get this craft room set up so that I can stand up to craft, because I much prefer being able to stand up and work my way around my craft room when I'm crafting live. So that's my next plan, to do that. And for me to be able to see you, for you to see my face as well, which would be nice, wouldn't it? But we're not quite there yet. So I also want to do a little bit of brown. So I have actually used brown on a yellow brush before because that is really useful. So I'm going to grab some, what should we grab? Should we grab a bit of ground espresso? It's quite a nice deep brown, isn't it? So let's pop that there. And again, we're not going to need an awful lot because it is just such a tiny little piece. But there we go, we have a bit of brown on both of those. Lovely. And again, just wipe your brush with your microfiber cloth. What else would people like to see then if we're when we're crafting live? I am hoping to get things set up so that we can really bring you I don't know, more of a show where you can shop as well, so you can shop along with what we're doing. So some of your favourite things, you know, that you can kind of shop the show, if that makes sense. So that's part of the plan. Oh, I didn't do my little holly leaf, did I? I'm going to do just the background of my my lights here in this grey. So this is where you can see why we layer this up, because otherwise it's all going to be one colour, and we really want to layer this up. So I'm going to add some of this grey ink along the bottom there. I love that. I mean, it looks so cute the way it is there. And then we need to add some colour to this stack of presents. So for the stack of presents, I'm going to use, I want to use a bit of pink, I think. A bit of pink. I've got a little pink one that's being used here. Let's go with maybe a bit of worn lipstick, because it is a lovely warm pink, the worn lipstick, isn't it? So let's add our colour all over the background, and you will be able to see some of those lines pop through now, and you see why that would be so much better if we did that in patterned paper. So again, I'm just going to bring that a little bit closer to the camera, hopefully without losing the focus, so that you can see some of the lines in the background. So that's adorable. And then we're going to move to our, let's have a think. I think we're going to go with some candied apple here. Oh no, let's go with some blue actually. I'm going to go with a really bright blue though. Let's have a look. Yeah, let's use this one. No, let's use this one because this one's been used a little bit more. And I'm going to go with a bit of, oh, should we go with a bit of Blueprint Sketch, which is a lovely, lovely bright blue. And I think this blue on my my little bows here is going to look so pretty. Another colour scheme that would be quite cute as well, I think, is possibly the aqua. Aqua would make a nice colour combo, so I might use that in my shows. Julie says always happy for more stamps. Always in the mood for more stamps, aren't we? Which is awesome. I've got some lovely ideas for some ink blended backgrounds that we can do on the show on Sunday as well. So I was giving you an update on what's been going on, wasn't I? And I didn't finish my story, but my mum is much better. Which, you know, again, I thank everyone for their support during that time. But then myself and Aunt got poorly, which was absolutely fabulous. Not. Yeah, we got poorly then, which, you know, we were just getting, you know, when you just think, oh, right, now we can finally breathe a little bit. We're finally getting back on track. And then, no, we both got totally struck down with a bug. And it has taken some real recovery from. I can't even, you know, explain just how tough it has been to get over this bug. It really has felt like we are, you know, we've really been struggling with it, which, you know, I feel is not really like me to be that way, but yeah, it did really get to us. So it's been tough. I'm not gonna lie. So I've noticed that I didn't do my little flowers, which I do want to do my flowers because I think the flowers look really pretty on the wreaths. Obviously there's only one die of each of those things, but they are you can obviously die cut them multiple times. There are also a couple of little dots as well, which you can use as a number of different things. They can be baubles, they can be mistletoe, berries, they could be holly berries. So there could be a number of different things, just depending on how you colour them up. So again, I'm just going to cut these out with my die cutting machine, my little one. And you are using the smallest amounts of, bye Julie, Julie's on the school run. They are, you know, we're using the smallest bits. What did I do with my, what did I do with my plates there? Oh, they're there right in front of me, look. So yes, we can, sorry about the my phone being all loud there. Yeah, we're using the smallest bits of paper here, so this is going to be, you know, brilliant for using up all of your scraps. So let's have a little look. Don't lose any of these little bits. So these, I think, have been intended to be, like I say, a combination of gorgeous little holly berries, or mistletoe berries. So I'm just going to pop those on there, and then I'm going to think about where am I going to pop these. I think they're going to look so cute on my my wreath here, and my wreath is going to have a little bow on top there. And actually, I think because we've got these couple of bits, I feel like I want to do those with my little holly leaf. So yeah, this larger one actually is going to look good as a bauble. And then we've got a couple of little stars. And then my bow on top of my present there. And then we've got a lovely little flower, which I think I'm going to make a little red poinsettia style flower. There we go. Easy done. And I think we'll have a little red bauble or berry on the tree. Just move that one out of the way. There we go. So, super easy to put together. Oh, I didn't do my little, my other little holly berry, did I? So silly. Let's pop that in there. Oh, I think it's actually gone into my into my brush because my brush is so thick. It's just eating it all up, and then I think I've just flicked it away. So maybe we'll come back to that one. I think I've just flicked it into my hair. So this is coming together now, isn't it? This is looking so cute. So let's have a look. I want to pop all of these onto a clean surface while we pop them all together and make them look how they're supposed to do. So let's pop these bits together here, and then we pop them on the board. We're giving everybody that idea of what they actually will look like in real life, if that makes sense. So pop those there, and my little stars, I think I'll put my little stars to one side because I'll probably use my metallic ones. And then to clean up my silicone mat, I'm going to grab my little chamois here and just give that a nice clean. So these silicone mats are so easy to clean up, and you know, will protect your surface as well as everything else. So we'll just roll that back up, and then I'm going to need a little bit of black to pop all of this together. Now what I'm going to do here, which I think would be a really cute idea to do, is I'm going to pop this back through my die cutting machine. And this is a handy little tip. So let's pop this back through my die cutting machine, and then I'm going to grab my black cardstock. So I'm going to pop this onto a black piece of card so that it then really pops against that background and showcases what each of these little stamps do. So this, again, I don't know if you can see, if I bring that really close, does that go out of, probably goes out of focus, doesn't it? But those lines are so clear. They probably die cut better through the smaller die cutting machine, but yeah, I think maybe they just doesn't quite focus enough on screen. So black cardstock, let me get some black cardstock. I don't need A4, sorry, I don't need 12 by 12, I just need A4 size. So where is that? Let's have a look. Here we go. I've got a bit of A4 here. I've gone and that's better. So bit of A4 cardstock, and we've got all my elements just here. And if we need any extra bits, we can. I don't think I'm going to need the full A4 piece. So what I'm intending to do is grab my guillotine, which is here, and we're going to cut this in half. So I'm going to use my my Tim Holtz guillotine to cut this into half. Just pop that up there behind me, and then we can start creating our little panel, and I might even do it this way round. So we've got our lovely little Christmas tree here. We've got our little presents just there. We've got another tree here, and we've got a wreath for our door. And I think if we do it this like this, so I'm just positioning these roughly where I'm going to pop them, so that you can, you know, get an idea of where they're going to be. So this is my tall tree, and you can make it as tall or as small as you want, of course. It's a cute little thing there, and then we've got our lights that are going to go across the top. We've got, I don't know whether to use that as my holly. I think it's a bit large for the holly berry. Seeing as I've decided to throw my other one away somewhere, I'll have to cut a couple more of those. So this is, oh, it's there. How did that happen? That's just appeared out of nowhere. That's so weird. So I didn't throw it away, it was just hiding. That was very strange. So I am going to do myself a new little holly leaf, I think. But then I think a couple of these little little baubles is probably what we need. And I don't know why I'm using my finger when I've got an actual tool that will do this. So this is my quick sticks tool. It's got a little bit of sticky on the end. That means that I can just pick things up without faffing about like I've just been doing. And I've got this lovely gold bow, which I might use instead of this one. Oh, that looks so pretty, doesn't it? And then obviously we've got all of our little lights. Now, the reason why I cut this out is that what I want to do is I want to cut out the little strips to give us a little bit of contrast. So I'm going to paper piece these back together, and I'm just cutting along those score lines, which is making it so easy for me to do. She says if you can see with her eyes. And then there's also the little bits as well. So we've got each of these to fit onto our parcels, just to give them a little bit of contrast. It almost looks like a little cake, doesn't it? A little wedding cake. But if we then add in the other little elements as well, which you don't have to do all of this, but I just think it looks really cute. I believe that bit goes in there, and then let's have a look. There's none on that one, and then there is one on the top one. Oh, that one goes on the bottom, that's right. You can see it. There we go. And then we'll just cut that one as well. And then we can paper piece that little stack of presents together. Adorable. Right, okay, let's start sticking some of this together, shall we? So I'll pop that to one side. Let's start with the present, because the present is going to be the most intricate. So let's pop some glue along there, and then some glue along there, and then using my little quick sticks tool, I can pop those in place super easy. There we go. liquid glue gives me a little bit of wiggle time as well, which is really handy. And we'll just move that out of the way and move that one. And then we need to do some glue across the top there, glue down there, and glue along there. This is such mindful crafting because you just lose yourself in the action of piecing all of this together, but you're going to create something that looks so adorable when it's done. So let's stick this little chap in place now. Bit of glue on the back of here, or you could use tape runner if you prefer. I like to use my glues just because if I'm going to take it to the TV studios, I want to make sure it's not going to go anywhere, and sometimes the tape runner doesn't always stay fully in place when I want it to. So again, use my quick sticks tool, pick that up, pop my little bow on top there. That might need a little bit of time to grasp, a little bit of pressure, push that down. How adorable. And then let's do the little tree next. So a bit of glue on this, again tape runner would be fine. As you can see, my glue is pretty much on its last legs, so I'm going to have to get a fresh one out, I think. But we will keep going until that very last moment. So there we go, that's Christmas tree there, and then a little bit of glue just on the top there for our little star. I think this is actually, this metallic paper is actually might be foiled rather than regular cardstock, so it's, I think that's why it's proving to be a little bit stickier and resistant to the glue on the back. And then for the little base of the tree, you can have it either way, so you can have it taller or shorter, but I'm going to go with taller, I think. So we'll just pop that in there, and then a little bit of glue on the top, and we'll just pop that little guy down there as well. Lovely. Next up is our wreath. These are so adorable, and when you see these on the final project, so what you can do with these, which is a really great thing to do, is to spend an afternoon just making some of these little elements, getting them all die cut and stenciled up, and then you've got them ready for your project. So, and then you can just add them as little elements to all of your different scenes, so you don't have to use them all in the same project. Of course, you can split them up and have them on different scenes, which I think is a really cool thing to do. So I'm going to add this this little piece here. You could pop this up on a bit of foam, so you've got a bit of dimension on the front of this as well, which would be really cute. It's kind of creating its own dimension, just because you've got the double layers, but it also doesn't hurt to have an extra little bit of dimension. We do love a bit of dimension around here, so I always like to add things on foam. So let's pop that on there, and then we'll add the base of our little lights. which are cute as well. And the fact that you're getting all of these dies in one set, but then you're going to get all of the sets as well, which is pretty amazing. So you're not just going to get this one, we've got the little houses as well. But I will do those, I think, off camera, and you will have to wait until Sunday for the surprise for those. So now we've got to build up all our little lights. So let's just add a little bit of glue to each of these little lights here. There we go. And I might have to use my pokey tool here to help, because they don't want to come off that quick sticks tool, do they? They're hanging on for dear life. So these have got a lovely bit of dimension to them as well, because now we've added that extra element. Now, if you're like me thinking, I don't know if they've really fully adhered, put a block on there, an acrylic block, and that will help with some of the just the drying process. I'm going to add a little bit more glue onto this tree here. She says, come on glue. I know there's some in there still. That might be enough to glue on a tiny little dot bauble. There we go. And then on here, I think what I'm going to do is add another little bit of glue there, and add my little bow on the bottom. So that's cute, isn't it? So, oh, I've not finished off my holly, but I do need another little holly leaf creating. But while we're here, I'm going to add some glue in place. Pop these down so that they're in place, ready. And then all I need is another little holly leaf. So that is essentially what my little display card's going to look like. If you tune in on Thursday, so I'll bring that a little bit closer to screen. If you tune in on Thursday, what am I saying? It's been a long day already. If you tune in on Sunday, then you will get to see this live in action, and you'll be able to see what I actually do with each of these little images now that they've all been created. What do I do with them on an actual project on Sunday? So, oh, hello there, Annalisa, watching on Instagram, saying we've managed to get Instagram Live working. We have. I can only see the comments by watching Instagram, so hopefully that's... I might be able to figure that out eventually, but the fact that we're actually live on Instagram has been a huge win for me. The next hurdle to try and achieve is going live on TikTok. That, I don't know whether that might be a step too far at this stage, but you never know. But it's been lovely to be live again and crafting with all of you and chatting with all of you. I'm so pleased that so many of you have joined me, even though it was super last minute. I am so grateful that you managed to find me. If you're watching on the replay, please do like, and if you're watching on YouTube, do subscribe to the channel. Because that really helps other people see the videos. You can watch all of our past videos on YouTube and on Facebook. So while we're new to the the Instagram live world, we have got loads and loads of videos available on our other channels as well, so you can go back and watch those. This has been a little, you know, brief, I suppose, return to the live space. There will be more of these in the future, and they will evolve and hopefully will become a little bit more I don't know, just a little bit more organised and not so much lastminute.com. But I know that you guys all understand just what a hectic time it's been for myself and Ant, and we appreciate you sticking with us. So look out for me on HobbyMaker next week, on Sunday, sorry. Look out for us live next week, and look out for the announcement of our new design team, because I'm really pleased to say that we have got some amazing design team members joining the existing team to bring you loads and loads of lovely inspiration. And there will be a Christmas / winter release coming up in the next few weeks. So thank you again. Thank you for bearing with me during this rather hectic live, and I will see you all really soon. Thanks so much, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure. See you soon. Bye.